Hey, what's up guys? So like I said, I wound up hooking this PSU up to this PC. Listen to that thing. Completely quiet. Yeah, anyways, I did a big video on it and it just didn't turn out very interesting. So I'm going to do a quick recap. I hooked up the PSU. It didn't improve the ability to overclock at all. So it's still stuck at 3.6, but it did stabilize the system. I think this PSU just isn't enough to be overclocking stuff. So I played The Witcher 3 yesterday pretty much all day, and when I wasn't playing, I just hit pause and I just let the game sit here. And before, when the game would sit there, it would eventually just crash on its own without even playing, just on pause. So I did that all day yesterday and didn't get a single crash. So I think that this PSU did help it in that regard, but unfortunately this RAM is still holding us back. Even if I go just a hair over 3.6, it's no longer stable. The 3.6 bumps the memory above 400. See how that's at exactly 400 megahertz? If I go anywhere over 3.6, I mean, even if the memory goes to like 411 or 408, it starts crashing. So that memory just will not run over 400 megahertz pretty much at all. So instead of going into too much detail about this, we're going to transition into something a little more interesting. Now, I've had this box here for a few days, at least, maybe 4 days, and I've just been holding off opening it and stuff. And this is my ITX motherboard, and once again, I got somebody to ship me a motherboard with a heatsink and CPU and everything installed, and it seems like this one's, you know, it's not rattling around or anything, so it seems like it's packaged up a little bit better than the other one was. Hopefully it's got some bubble wrap around it and stuff. So let's go ahead and open this thing up, see what we got. Alright, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to open this box. This is my first ITX motherboard ever. Like some of you guys said in the comments, you know, the i3 2100, it's a little bit of a weak CPU, but I'm not too worried about it. If you know, if it doesn't wind up being sufficient, I might drop some money on like a i5 2400. I don't anticipate like overclocking the CPU and stuff, so I mean a 2400 would be great. What is kind of a bummer is that I did an impulse buy on this when it dropped from like $108, I think it was, down to $86, and now it has dropped again to $80. So kind of bummed a little bit. I mean, it's only $6 and I doubt they're gonna drop it any more than that, but still, I still got still bought it for more than what they are selling for now. So we got a good significant amount of bubble wrap around it. That's nice. And it is in an anti-static bag, which is also nice. So these guys at least are considerate enough to pack stuff properly. Let's see. A nice amount of sturdy packing tape on here. Let's see if we can get this thing open. These guys aren't messing around. Oh wow, we got packing tape on this side too. Jeez, these guys are nuts. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was more difficult than I thought. Wow. And this is a lot smaller than I thought. Jeez. Like I said, this is actually the first time I've held an ITX motherboard in my hand. It's pretty cool. But now we gotta plug it in, see if everything works. We got the Corsair RAM. I mean, that's nice RAM, even though it's only 4 gigabytes. That's enough. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to be doing with this yet. It's probably going to turn into some sort of HTPC for my kids' room, and I might be putting it in a little computer case. I might be putting it in a Xbox 360 or maybe even a PS3, depending on you know, what I decide to do. But there is a guy near me that sells a bunch of old used gaming parts and video games and stuff, and he's got a bunch of broken Xbox 360s and a bunch of broken PS3s, and he said he'd sell me one for $10. So there it is. I like it. It's really nice. I think it's worth 86 bucks, even though it's listed now for $80. It's got a nice cooler. It's got the i3, 4 gigabytes of nice Corsair RAM. It's not like just generic sticks. So I'm happy. Right on. Now all I got to do is find out what I'm going to do with it. Anyways, guys, if you like it, check it out on eBay if you're interested in it. And I'll see you guys next time.